Hi guys, so today I'm going to be talking about anxiety in children and adolescents with chronic physical illnesses. This is a meta-analysis. So this is just the source that I used for this presentation. A literature review, so studies compared to levels of anxiety symptoms, frequency of anxiety disorders between children with chronic illnesses and their healthy peers. All participants in this test were younger than 18 years old. Different age ranges were studied because as you age, you can cope with the illnesses that you have better, leading to less anxiety in children. Race and ethnicity are also taken into consideration, as language barriers might restrict access to certain medical services in minority groups, which often cause higher levels of anxiety. Literature review continued. So in general, a longer duration may give a child more time to adapt to the illness, which could also reduce effects on anxiety symptoms. So a longer duration, speaking as having this illness for longer compared to a child that might only have this illness for a short amount of time. Female children and adolescents show higher levels of anxiety when diagnosed with a chronic illness, and anxiety symptoms are often most frequent when the illness and medical procedures are life-threatening, when the course of illness is difficult to control and the illness is life-threatening. So moving on, my research question for this presentation is, does the effect size vary according to the kind of illness and other study characteristics? So my hypotheses for this presentation, children with chronic illnesses have elevated levels of anxiety, and the level of anxiety in these children depends on the illness that they have. So the limitations to this experiment, the severity of the illness could not be recorded because the severity varies among different illnesses. The prevalence for different anxiety symptoms could not be recorded, so mood changes and tensions are examples of that. And the effect sizes could not be computed for some illnesses like fibromyalgia. So the results found from this study were that, on average, children with chronic physical illnesses reported elevated levels of anxiety. According to the BESD, which is the binomial effect size display, 54.5% of children with chronic illnesses, when compared with 45.5% of healthy peers, show anxiety symptoms above the median. So kind of to summarize this, it just is saying that the study showed that over 50% of children that have illnesses compared to the 45% of children that do not have illnesses did show more anxiety symptoms above the normal range. And that is it for my presentation. Thank you guys so much for watching.